welcome back to Nerd Central. For the first time in 40 episodes, Cody doesn't even need to work. With a producer's spot basically filled by someone better looking, let's kick it to the news. Is the MCU okay? Because they just gave us the darkest moment in MCU history in the recent episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And spoiler warning in case you haven't seen episode 4 yet. In a complete 180, the show left its buddy vibe to show discount Captain America beating a crowd of people with a shield. Yikes. You know, instead of changing Captain America, you could have just let him go. But in true fashion, we must milk a franchise until people start to hate it. In lighter news, a new Star Wars book may be hinting toward Qui-Gon Jinn returning in the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Obi-Wan was tasked by Yoda to train on Tatooine. This included communicating with his long-lost master, Qui-Gon. While the book Skywalker did not confirm it at this time, there's a good chance that Liam Neeson will reprise his role in the series. With the success of The Mandalorian and the hype behind Obi-Wan Kenobi, it has a lot to live up to. And it better not destroy the franchise like a certain trilogy. The sequels. You're still here. Well, I might as well tell you that Disney has apparently revealed a real lightsaber. Rather than the plastic retractable colored blades, the scientists and workers at the park have successfully made a functioning lightsaber with a retractable light blade. What that means, we have no idea, as they are keeping specifics under wraps. Speaking of under wraps, I wonder what Paige and Kyle are up to. Take it away, guys.
Welcome back to B-Rated, this show that informs you of the fantastic flops in movie making. As usual, I'm your host, Paige, and I like to pretend that I'm some great detective, even though I'm not. You know, I'm pretty good at figuring things out, whether it's solving weird riddles, predicting movie outcomes, or figuring out that my best friend was throwing me a surprise birthday party. Sorry, Lexi. I like to think that I'm one step ahead of the game, usually. At least that's what I'd like to think. This week's regular season finale has made me question all of that. That's right, we are watching High-Octane Pictures' The Jurassic Games. Now, if you're thinking that this is going to be just like the Hunger Games, but with dinosaurs, You're exactly right. That's exactly what this is. Every year, 10 of the world's most lethal death row criminals are chosen to compete for their freedom in the Jurassic Games, a television show where contestants must survive against a variety of ferocious dinosaurs. The last player standing is the winner and is granted not only his freedom, but fame and fortune. Survive the dinosaurs, survive each other, survive the Jurassic Games. And may the chances benefit you. Nailed it. Viewers on Amazon Prime gave this movie a 3.1 out of 5 stars, but I don't know, I mean, it really wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. Despite the fact that this movie was heavily influenced by the Hunger Games, it really wasn't all that bad. Was it a completely brand new, groundbreaking idea? No. Did it basically have the exact same plot as the Hunger Games, but without the love triangle? Yes, but it had dinosaurs, and that's something that the Hunger Games severely lacked. Like I said, I'm usually pretty decent at predicting what's going to happen in these types of movies, but this one was throwing curveballs left and right, oh my goodness. Because this movie starts right at the beginning of the games, we didn't really get a good chance to meet any of the characters, and their first impressions in the games are very deceiving. Each character has some sort of twist that no one expected, so take notes, Disney, because this is how you write a twist villain. For example, meet Joy, the youngest contestant ever in the Jurassic Games. When the main character first saves her, we all think that they're going to become allies and stick together. Nope, this girl is a cold-blooded killer and she will show no mercy. She will stab you in the back any chance she gets. And her? She seems calm and innocent enough. I mean, she never tried to kill anyone in the games, and she actually tries to commit suicide at one point, so you have to sympathize with her, right? Wrong. She killed 6 different men and live streamed it on YouTube. And you see this old guy in the beginning? Yeah, he looks like the wise old man that will guide the main character. Oh, and he's dead, and he liked to blow things up. So yeah, I really need to stop assuming the best in people. The movie also doesn't explain why these games exist, only that it provides entertainment to the public along with a chance at freedom for death row inmates. So does this bother the public? Yes and no. I mean, there's protesters everywhere, but on the other hand, Mom made cookies shaped like dinosaurs and dead criminals. Yes! Overall, this movie really isn't all that bad. I guess it just goes to show that you really can't judge a book by its cover. So when should you watch this movie? Only when you want to watch The Hunger Games without the love triangle and with dinosaurs. And since we don't need to spin the wheel of stupid cinema today, happy 16th birthday, baby brother! I hope I embarrassed you! Have a great day! Tune in next week when we watch the bloopers and highlights of this season. Thanks for watching.
Remember when I said I would do Ridiculous 6? I lied. I lied to you all. Welcome back to Sideburns. I'm the greatest caveman of all time, Kyle. And let's get started with Suicide Squad. Have you ever been so hyped up but were horribly let down at the end? Well, that's exactly what happened with this septic tank of a movie. I thought Batman v Superman was bad, but I had no idea DC could lower the bar anymore. But they did. With crappy editing, no concrete plotline, and characters that were about as deep as drops of water on a penny. Speaking of story, if you can't keep your plot points in line, you failed. Go back to school and rethink your existence in this industry because obviously you don't belong. Let's go over the cast. Mostly people I've never heard of until this movie came out. Of course, there's Will Smith playing a man who has an unhealthy obsession with sniffing gunpowder and assassinations, but there's also Margot Robbie, who I also have never heard of until I saw this movie. And it's very, very clear how and why I remember her so much. But that's beside the point. So what do you get when you have a cast of nobodies and a shoddy script? A massive waste of time and resources. While we're talking about the cast, you picked Jared Leto. Of all people, him. Why? On top of the bad casting, you tried so hard to make me care about these people, when in reality, I was just waiting for the film to end. And the Enchantress. Listen, if I wanted to watch a woman French kiss a bunch of dudes, I'd watch Pretty Woman or 50 Shades. Not a DC movie that I was actually looking forward to, but let's move on to a different topic. You know, since I'm still caught up on how in the world they thought this type of Joker was good, let's go ahead and focus on him. The movie advertised showing quite a bit of Joker, when in reality, he was in for 2, maybe 3 scenes. And I almost feel bad for Jared because he could have played a good Joker like Joaquin Phoenix, but the scriptwriters drug his hopes and dreams through a field of razor wire and lemon juice. Not to mention, they tried way too hard at showing how broken Harley is. Like, we get it. Chick's got a bad love life. I don't care. Get to the point of the movie. Oh, wait! There is no point of this movie other than fan service! Wow! Why? There is only one redeeming quality in this entire dumpster fire of a movie, and that's Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn. What? I have something nice to say about a trashy movie? Yes, you ignorant I do. And believe it or not, she played a perfect Harley. That was actually really reminiscent of the animated character. I was actually kind of proud.
Did you kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices.
So well done. I still hate you, but well done. Now, looking at the budget in the box office, I can see how they made $746 million, but you cannot explain how IMDb actually thought this movie was passable. At least Rotten Tomatoes had the right idea, but there's no way 79% of people actually enjoyed this film. But to end this, as always, I have been Caveman Kyle with Sideburns, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We still have more quality content for you coming up. Welcome back.
Congrats. You got a raise.
Oh, looks like someone knows how to pay their employees. I guess it pays to have a new manager. And we still have more packs for you. Take it away.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Review Girl. I'm your host, Uhuman April Mortok. And before I get started with the couple for this episode, I'd just like to apologize for the intense spoilers I've given in the past 2 weeks. Sorry, Cody and other members of the KNWT Board of Directors. Alright, today I'll be reviewing Tommy and Grace from The Peaky Blinders. Most of you might recognize actor Cillian Murphy from other characters that he's played, and actress Annabelle Wallis who plays his love interest and has had her own share of appearances too. For those of you that haven't seen Peaky Blinders, if you're a fan of mafia love or the Bonnie and Clyde type romance, then I promise you'll love this. Tommy is the leader of the Peaky Blinders, one of the most powerful gangs in 19th century England, while Grace is a new girl in town secretly looking for answers as an undercover agent for the government, aka spy. The couple meets at the bar where Grace works as a bartender, and initially Tommy doesn't seem very interested in getting to know her, but since Grace is persistent and always looking around to ask questions that obviously don't concern her, Tommy begins to catch feelings. You all know how this goes. Gang leader likes good girl, but good girl is caught between two worlds where she has to decide if love is worth joining the bad side. So, they become a thing. We're not sure what, but they become a thing, and they go on a lot of crazy adventures together. Grace never lacks anything because Tommy is rich enough to provide all her needs, and so she wears the most expensive dresses and jewelry that money can buy. I won't go into a lot of details, but along the line, a horse lady tries to steal Tommy away, but his love for Grace still prevails in the end. There are 5 seasons, but Cillian was recently spotted in Liverpool with other cast members shooting season 6, and I'm so excited. I could go on all day about the murderous and sinister acts of members of the Peaky Blinders, but I have assignments and projects to turn in, so if you think this violent romance story is one that you'd love to see, then watch the show. It's on Netflix. That's it for today, guys. Tune in next week when I review. Just kidding, next week is for bloopers.
Get another glass. You make a toast?
I'm Irish. I can make a million toasts. May you be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
Hello, this is Drew, and welcome to Trash Flicks. This week, I'll be looking at the 2018 romantic comedy, The Kissing Booth. The Kissing Booth follows 2 best friends that create a set of rules that they need to follow to stay best friends. But things get complicated when they open up a kissing booth at the school's spring carnival. Let me get this out of the way now, but I hated this movie. I'm just gonna come out right and say it. I absolutely hated it. There was not one redeeming factor to this movie. It was just bad. My first main issue with this film was the whole premise of it. It all revolves around the kissing booth and the problems and drama that arise from it. But my first question was, how is the school okay with this? In what world would they allow a kissing booth to be an attraction at an official school event? I'm pretty sure there are rules in place to avoid things like this. It all just seems too strange and made very little sense to me. Another issue I found with this movie is the characters. They are boring. They are the same cardboard cutouts you see in Disney Channel movies. There's the mean girls, the popular kids, and the nerds. It's all stuff I've seen before. I also had difficult time telling apart who was who sometimes. Some of the characters are similar when it comes to overall tone, so I would mix them up when they were all on screen. Another thing to mention is that the main character is also pretty annoying. I also found that the pacing was really weird. First of all, this movie is long, or at least feels long. It's almost 2 hours, and most of it is meaningless drivel. About an hour into the movie, they're hyping up the titular kissing booth, and there's a big dramatic scene, and it feels like the very end of the movie. But then it just keeps going for way too long. This movie could have been condensed down to like an hour's worth of content. There are just so many scenes with like nothing going on. It's almost like they wanted to stretch it out as long as possible. Lastly, the entire tone of the movie, whether you're watching a big dramatic scene or a normal conversation, just comes off as a bit awkward. just makes the whole viewing experience way more cumbersome. Anyway, The Kissing Booth is a terrible romantic comedy that is generic when it comes to its characters, the pacing is all over the place, and it feels way longer than it really is. And the whole idea makes very little sense. This is Drew, and thanks for watching Trash Flicks.
What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the final regular season episode of Nerd Games. Heartbreaking, I know. If you haven't been keeping up, I'm your host, Emma, and this week I am playing a special game of Guess That DC Character. You see, I know nothing about the DC world, except that Batman v Superman was a bad movie. So, I invited a special guest to test my DC knowledge. He'll set a limit on how many characters he thinks I can get, and if I reach or surpass it, I win. If not, well, we'll get to that part later. To play this game with me, I had to invite DC expert and my producer, Cody Nance.
Alright.
That's Nightwing!
Hey, what's his real name?
Oh no, which Robin becomes Nightwing? Hold on. It's either Dick Grayson or Jason Todd, I think. I'm gonna go with Jason Todd. Jason Todd, final answer.
Alright, well, it is Nightwing, and it's Dick Grayson.
Oh God! Oh God, why does this also look like Nightwing? I don't know, it looks like a red version of Nightwing. Maybe like the opposite Nightwing. Like red Nightwing, but like bad guy Nightwing. So, Daywing. It's Daywing.
It's not. What's his real name?
Frank.
Okay, so this is Batman.
What?
Batman Beyond. So it's Batman in the future.
It's not.
Yes, it is. And his name.
Why is he red? Batman's not red.
Because it's in the future, Batman Beyond.
That's stupid.
And his name is Terry McGinnis.
You played me.
Yeah.
Well, that guy's. Hello. He is beautiful. I'm not simping. I'm just appreciating beauty. I know beauty when I see it. I feel like his name's Andre, and his real name, his superhero name is. I don't know. Invisible Man. I don't know.
So that's Aqualad.
Aqualad?
Yeah, it's Aquaman's sidekick.
Wow.
And his real name is Agar.
Whoa, I wasn't gonna get that. Turns out I really don't know anything about DC. Who's surprised by that? No one. So, Cody, what would the Joker do in this situation?
Well, the Joker would kill an orphan.
We're gonna not do that. So that's it for, oh, wow, okay. Guys. So that's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week for highlights and bloopers. Now!
Thanks, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go see if I can knock some of these out of Cody. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome to the Justice League.
No.
This is disgusting.
This is dumb.
I don't
Take it
even
off.
want to see what were you going for? That is disgusting.
No,
That's disgusting.
No, we're done.
No.
But it's Batman. You're already here. Pick your people. It's Batman.
Fine, I choose Uhoman.
Fine, I choose Paige.
Done. Can we go home now?
Batman! They ruined my bit.
It is Batman. I would like to say that we won Batman, so.
Paige! Homan! Batman! I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh, okay. Well, perhaps you could tell me, what is Batman's superpower?
Money.
What's Batman's superpower?
Money.
Money.
Must be something.
All right. So, to best embody Batman, we are going to play The Price is Close Enough for legal reasons. I will display a Batman-like item on the screen behind me, and you each will make an estimate of how much that item costs without going over. It's very simple compared to some of the other stuff I've made you do. So, you excited?
Yes.
Good. You excited?
I'm terrified because we never know what to expect from you.
That's a good way to reason.
That's because I'm Batman. Will be the 1989 Lego Batmobile.
Okay. This one is significantly smaller than the other one, but still pricey because it's got wheels and it's got more minifigurines. So I don't know. I mean, I've got a Lego Eevee that's about this big. That was about $50. So I'm gonna lowball and do 50 so I don't go over.
Go home in.
Okay, I would say 150.
And the retail price is $250. A Holman gets the point.
What? Okay, whatever.
What? You said 50, she said 150.
Retailers are wrong. Whoever priced this thing.
This is supposed to be the Joker, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Although I guess I forgot to account that this is like Batman Lego. It's not nothing else. This is Batman. Gotta mark up for that notable.
Notable noticeableness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, my brain died.
All right, up next. A child's Batman mask with a voice changer inside.
What year is this?
2016.
2016. That would have been.
Came out for Batman versus Superman.
Okay. And it changes your voice. Does it light up? Because in the little picture right there, I think, does it light up?
Yes.
Lights up.
Are you asking for, sorry for talking over your page, but are you asking for the current price or the price as of 2016?
Current price.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, like after the world realized that Batman versus Superman kind of flopped?
I am not afraid to deduct a point. I will do it.
Okay, sorry.
You want to reconsider your last statement?
Oh, okay. Sorry. After the world saw Batman versus Superman.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking $20.
Holman?
Yeah, I was thinking around the same thing, maybe 25.
And Paige gets it at $20 exactly. Holman went over. We're at 1-1.
Yeah.
All right, up next is a valuable tool in Batman's arsenal. Batman's most powerful weapon.
Money. That's child.
How much per year does it cost to raise a child?
We're only accounting for one. Batman has several.
This is Dick Grayson. We'll go with Dick Grayson. He hasn't met the others yet.
You can still see the hope in his eyes. This must be early years.
What's the question again?
How much per year does it cost to raise a child?
How much per year does it cost to raise a child?
Oh, Batman is a billionaire.
I think it depends on the kind of child you have. Because some children are like very hyper and they break stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I am basing this off the average from the USDA.
I don't like the way this kid is staring at me. Oh man, like for the entire child's life or per year?
Per year.
Per year, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I think I'll go with 20K in a year, yeah.
I was gonna guess much lower than that.
Cause okay, you said he's like 5-ish. Cause I know babies are really expensive to take care of. Cause like formula and all of that stuff is very expensive. But when it comes to like 5-year-olds, I'm not so sure.
For the sake of argument, we will go with 5-ish.
Yeah, so maybe 15 to 20K.
Okay. I'll go 21K. Yeah.
All right. And the USDA says that on average, it would take $12,680 a year to raise this child.
We both lost.
Are you serious?
12,000?
What do they feed them?
They're feeding him like crackers, saltines a day. And every now and then he might get a slice of cheese, but this kid is.
Mom, I'm hungry. What the budgets?
This kid like doesn't get any new clothes.
So page 1, with another point for Kyle's team.
Yay! Funny.
So we lost again.
What did this have to do with Batman?
Funny. I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman. I could just won the challenge.
And I'll see you next time.
I'm the horror version.
We're all Batman. And all these Batmen will see you next. Same bat time, same bat channel. Nerd Central, KNWT. I'm off.